Welcome to Module 3, Organising Your Story. So, I was deep in the West Coast rainforest on New Zealand's South Island. Temperate rainforests, my home. It's dense with ancient rimu, totara, mira, and dripping ferns. It is like something out of a dream. Jurassic in its grandeur, moss covers every branch. Everything is growing on something else. It's humid, lush, full of bird song and mist. And when it is silent, the silence has weight. So I had stopped at a rotting log with my group, which at first glance looked like nothing, just more green in a world of green. But I asked them to gather close. We talked about the log's true role. The mycelium below the surface transferring nutrients via what looks like a neural network, like our brains. The trees that share resources through fungal threads, that stumps, dead for decades, can be kept alive by the trees around them. I asked him to imagine what kind of forest keeps its dead alive. You could feel the mood change. The forest wasn't a background anymore. It was the protagonist. It was humming with invisible connection. And the guests weren't just learning, they were discovering. That's what a structured story can do. It leads your listener step by step to a deeper truth. The forest is not a collection of trees, it's a network of relationships. And what we can't see often matters most. So now that we've explored the power of stories and the importance of clear themes, this module is about what holds it all together. Structure. A great story doesn't just contain meaning, it reveals it. And that only happens when your story is intentionally organised. Without structure, your ideas wander. The audience drifts. You risk losing the very message you are hoping to deliver. But when it's well organised, even complex content becomes effortless to follow. It feels like a path with signposts. Structure turns curiosity into clarity and gives your story direction. So there's a few core principles. So your preparation versus your presentation, these are different. So when you prepare your story, prepare in this order: body, conclusion, introduction. But you present in the order introduction, body, conclusion. This is critical. You build your story from the inside out, but deliver it from the top down. This lets you control the pacing, introduce meaning gradually, and guide guests to a point of understanding or reflection. Let's break that into three parts. The beginning. Open hot. What does that mean? It means grab attention, spark curiosity, introduce the theme. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it should frame the experience and let your guests know something meaningful is about to unfold. Use a powerful question, a surprising fact, a vivid image, or a short anecdote. In the rainforest story, I open with the stillness and slowly revealed the drama beneath. You've got the beginning, then you go to the middle. Develop meaning here. This is where you build your story point by point. Don't overwhelm your guests with facts. Build your logic or emotional arc steadily. Each point should support your theme. Each transition should feel purposeful. A good rule of thumb, aim for 3 to 5 narrative beats. These might be events, facts, metaphors, or moments of tension. Just make sure they add up to a single point of meaning. Beginning, middle, now the ending. Conclude with purpose. This is where you stick the landing, the heart of the story. Reinforce your theme with clarity and with grace. Loop back to the opening. Deliver a quote, question, or image that brings everything home. A strong close can linger long after the walk is over. A powerful way to maintain structure while guiding in the field, especially when moving stop to stop, is this 4-part framework. So you've got your beginning, your middle, your end, now we're moving them. You can use it every time you stop to speak. People, purpose, plot, place. Who are you talking to? Adapt your tone and language to your audience. Are they scientific, playful, First-timers, veterans, that's your people. Purpose, why this stop? What's the theme here? Connect it explicitly to the arc of the guest experience. Plot, what's the content of this stop? How does it move the story forward? Keep it brief and meaningful. Place, what's unique about this exact spot? How can you link what they're seeing and hearing to your message? In my earlier example, the rainforest isn't just a place, it's the evidence. It's the living proof of the story I'm telling. Sometimes your guests are moving between highlights, walking down a track, riding in a zodiac, navigating a stretch of less dramatic terrain. These dead spaces can feel like filler, or they can become opportunities to deepen engagement. So instead of silence or rambling, use these moments to gently advance your narrative or plant seeds of curiosity. Here are a few ways to liven up the gaps. My favourite, foreshadowing. An example, you'll see something in the next valley that completely redefines this landscape. Now they're anticipating what's coming. Pacing questions. Have you ever wondered why these trees don't grow taller? Bridging phrases. Hold on to that image. I'll come back to it. Or the next part will tie directly to the glacier we just saw. Mental tasks. As we walk, think about the most surprising thing you've learned so far. Environmental cues. Draw attention to what's happening right now. Wind shifting, bird calls, smells of the forest, then link it back to your theme. These transitions don't have to be big, but they keep your guests inside the story. They show you're in control of the flow and that the narrative never really stops. So now let's apply it. Take one of your guiding stories or tour topics. Maybe start with the theme you've been tinkering with in Module 2 in the last module. Outline 2 to 4 key beats. Those key beats are points, moments or facts that build towards it. Ask, does each point help tell the story? If not, cut or reframe it. And then test it with our line. When it comes to my topic, I think it's really important for this audience to understand that. That's your compass. Build from there. Kia ora. Thank you.